JDM, we know the term. We love the term. This game actually looks sick. I enjoy learning about new games and I love showing you new games. This is actually referred to as JDM. It's Japanese Drift Master, which I thought is a really sick name. But this is a brand new game that's coming out very soon. I'm going to give you all the details, all the information that you need to know. But it looks sick. Now, the cars are not licensed, but they're debadged, essentially, of the real things. I actually got tagged in this by a couple of you guys over on Twitter, so I had to bring it up. The game is not out. It just says coming soon, so we're going to have to wait for a little bit more information, but you already know you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, and you'll be the first to know anything about this game that comes out. We've got a whole bunch of information, and I'm going to start here. Open world with miles of content. Get into the atmosphere of small towns in Japan with traffic, dynamic day and night cycles, and a weather system. Inspired by real and well-known locations await you, English. Explore the touristy areas, test your skills on the downhill slopes, fly sideways. You get the idea. It sounds pretty exciting. Now, good news is we do have some gameplay. The quality of this one, the bit rate, should I say, is not particularly high, but you get an idea. So it is a drift game, but one thing that stands out straight away that is a major excitement for me is this, the road size. The road size is, it's a proper size. It's not America size. It's actual small place size. Of course, you get some wider roads with the multiple lanes, but if you go sideways, you are not fitting another car past you. And that's exciting. That's like intense. You're going to have to be good to slide around in these locations, which I really like that. It's a huge issue with, even if we got Need for Speed or Forza, the games that people ask for Japan, we're probably not going to see roads of a proper size. And that's a huge point for the sense of speed, because you don't really need to feel like you don't have to go that fast to feel like you're going fast. Does that make sense? Small car, small roads, you're going to be scared at 30 miles an hour, okay? So clearly, customization, wide bodies, everything seems to be here. I'm assuming that we're going to be able to customize the cars. You know, I haven't read everything yet. I wanted to come in and read with you guys the full details of it. So that's exactly what we're doing. More info? I gotcha. The world of JDM would not be complete without a paint shop where you can personalize your ride, truly Japanese style. Visit the tuner shop to uncover hidden potential of the cars you got through a car dealer. Right. Okay. Does that sound like it has customization? It sounds like it's got a paint customization. Maybe we're limited to cars that they produce, but again, early access, small game. The reason to be excited about these type of games is that these people are going to build over time with more people buying and buying and buying. It's early access. Well, it probably will release as early access, right? Right. That's how they usually do it, right? They do mention here that if you prefer to use gamepad, wheel, keyboard, the drifting will be realistic and enjoyable, which is great news, because to be honest, I actually like to jump between controller and wheel. I like controller for the ease and wheel when I'm really just in tune with it. Another good point for me is that there is a story. You can play through a story about a foreigner who wants to make a name for himself in Japan's drifting scene. Slide right into the world with speed and precision. You'll learn respect. It sounds sick. Original recordings of real car sounds implemented thanks to our unique technology. That's pretty cool. All right, back to the gameplay, because there's some cool stuff I need to show you. Here we are with some more gameplay with a slightly better, higher bit rate, but you've got parked cars all over the map and some really sick drifting. Like, it looks like you're having to do quite minute adjustments to get this thing to hold properly. I really like it. It looks stable, it looks proper, and it's even got these, I don't know how, the map just looks awesome. It looks exciting, it looks interesting. It's definitely something that we've all wanted, is a Japanese map. And these big games, I feel like they're afraid to get it wrong, because they properly will. It almost goes against the whole philosophy of their design language in their maps. It's very restrictive, very limiting, but we want to push those limits. That's the point. That's why we're excited about doing that. But anyway, I want to show you one particular thing later in this video. This really excited me, and they've not really given any details on it, but later on in the gameplay, as you can see, there's a bigger bit of a kind of town area here, a village. It's super sick, but you pull up into the driveway. Okay, yeah. Door opens, drive inside, And I'm assuming that's your house and garage. The video ends there. You know exactly why that excites absolutely everybody that saw that. That is awesome, and I really hope that there's like houses that we can go in there and that's what we customize. It just feels sick. So over on this page, we have got ourselves a little bit of details about in terms of the multiplayer and single player and things like that. It seems like this may only be a single player game, at least for right now. And you know, that's a little bit of a downside overall. However, I'm sure they're listening to community information, and again, this page is early. There's a lot of holes in what we know about this game, but does it not look sick? In a lot of the screenshots, for example, there are 2 people. There's multiple people in them, and that makes me think that it's at least on the cards. It's in their plans. But just look at the location. This looks awesome. When we say we want Japan, this is not what we're going to get from the big AAA games. I just do not see it happening. Couple of things to point out that I really love about this gameplay. The angle meter that disappears and reappears and tells you your angle that you're drifting at. Super sick. We've got the points at the top, so they're constantly calculating. It's telling you good angle, great angle, long drift. You've got points like that that's kind of Forza-esque, kind of test drive-esque. But look at this, just absolutely destroying those tires in this corner. The smoke has built up over time because he's been drifting constantly, doing good angle drifts for really long. There's a lot of smoke, whereas if you do like little light drifts, it's going to be a different story. It's not going to be as much smoke. The smoke in a lot of drifting games seems to be just constant. It's as soon as you start to slide, you get smoke. But here you properly have to light the tires up for a little bit of time before you actually get it. Pretty cool. Small detail, but definitely just satisfies an annoyance with other games to me. They actually have some images on a press kit in the Google Drive, so we've got a higher detailed view here, which is pretty cool. Moving on to the next picture. Yo, what the frick? There's ducks in the Hey, it's the same thing. They swim and they basically quack. Here's a better view of that same image we saw earlier. Super sick. The cars that you expect to be there are there, and Horizon balloons. I don't know, I just see balloons and I think Horizon. Here's our first nighttime view. Oh, it looks really good. It just kind of popped out of nowhere, and that impresses me. A view of some of the roads, man, you could just see flying down this road. Just I feel it. I'm fully expecting someone to just pull out from here as I'm trying to slide down the road. Wait, the car details look really, really sick. Hang on. Is this a little bit different? Can't even remember what the wing was on the other car. Yeah, we've got different wings. Maybe there is going to be customization. See, we're figuring it out. That's a different wang entirely. And it is nice to see the A90 Supra getting some love as well. It's a new car, and it's always cool to see it. sorry. They're not A90 Supra. What are you talking about, Toyota? This is the Bupra. So that's the details that we have thus far. They just dropped it recently. That's what we've got. Now, just to note, as always, these type of games are by the smaller studios. This is going to launch on PC as a first thing. Or those collisions. I want to see those collisions, actually. Because I'm going to be hitting those walls a lot. I need to know what it's going to be like. It launches on PC. That's what we know. Windows specifically. However, when games like this do come, eventually there is a potential to see this on PlayStation or Xbox down the line, if there is enough money thrown at them. If we buy this game and support these smaller studios, there is a chance that they will try and come to it. For example, we've got Car X on PlayStation and Xbox. Heck, we've got it on Nintendo Switch, which is pretty wild. It's up to them, and we will see. From what I know, no plans right now. There you go. JDM, the drift game. Make sure you check it out. Wishlist it on Steam. I'll link it down below in the description. This looks so sick. And they also have a Twitter in case you want to stay up to date as well, which I do. I have a Twitter as well, by the way. What? Why is Poundland trending? Also, make sure you check out this video and be sure to smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.